So today we're going to be making some Woodwick candles, and I'm super excited for this DIY. So I got this jar from Dollarama and I got it for $3. It's basically just like a storage jar with a bamboo lid, but of course you can get any jar you'd like. If you'd like to opt for a cheaper version, you can always just get like just the jar itself without the lid. I also have some soy wax that I got from Amazon. I will definitely put a link in the description box down below of which exact one that I got. And I also opted for Woodwicks because who doesn't love the sound of crackling wood? I just always thought that they were so cool, and they always cost so much at stores. So I'm just like, let me see if I can make this myself because this is gonna be a game changer. So this is the kit that I got. So it basically just comes with this Woodwick and then also just like a placer to put the Woodwick in. So we're going to be using that. And for fragrance, I opted for this Christmas fragrance one. I got this from Botanic Planet. I will also leave the link for this down below in the description box. But this smells so good. Like, oh my god. It is just such a wintry scent. And I'm like, you know what? It's just perfect. So definitely going to be using this for the fragrance oil. And I'm just going to go for a plain, not going to put any color in it because itself it's just going to be a Woodwick candle, and this is a beginner candle making video. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started on this DIY. First, we're going to measure 250 grams of the soy wax. You want to make sure you're putting the soy wax in a container that can take heat. For example, I'm using this Pyrex measuring cup just because we're going to be putting this in a water bath because we are going to be using the double boiling method in order to melt all this soy wax down. This is just a quick tip. So if you're using a jar and it has those annoying sticker labels, or if you're using an old candle jar and you want to get rid of the sticker label, you can definitely just use a steamer. So just going to turn it on for a bit, put it under the steamer, and then it's really easy to take off. I've taken off most of the sticker, but I just wanted to show you guys how I'm doing it. Or you can also just boil some hot water, put it in a bowl, and then put the jar in the bowl, sticker facing to the water, of course, and let that sit for a few seconds, and then just scrape it off using a ruler or a credit card or whatever card you have. And yeah, that's an easy way to take off the sticker. Take the rest of the residue off, I'm just going to use some isopropyl alcohol, and I just have this cotton swab over here, and I'm just going to soak it and then take the rest of the sticky residue off the jar. As you can see, it's all nice and clear. Now I'm going to give this a final wash with some dish soap, and then we're going to put the wick inside. I got this Woodwick set from Amazon, so basically all you're going to need is just one of these Woodwicks, and then you'll also need one of these placeholders. So you're just going to need to open this up a little bit so you can put the Woodwick inside, and then we're going to put it together and place it in the jar. So I'm going to use a hot glue gun to put some glue at the bottom of the placeholder, and then put it in the middle of the jar. I've gone ahead and measured the fragrance oil, so you are going to need pretty much 5% of whatever the amount is that you're putting in your jar. So since I have 250 grams of the soy wax, I'm going to be putting in 12.5 grams of fragrance oil, which is pretty much 5% of it. And so now that our wax is pretty much done melting, I'm going to bring it over. I'm going to mix it in the Pyrex jar, and then we're going to pour it into our candle. Before we start pouring, you do want to make sure that your wick is centered and also that you have something to hold it. Now, I don't have one of those candle wick holders, so I'm literally just using 2 forks, as you can see. So you can just do this, and it pretty much is going to keep it in place while we pour everything in and also while it's drying. So I just let everything cool for the rest of the day. You can also just leave it for a few hours and it should be good. But I just went to work, came back, and now it's pretty much all done. So I noticed there's a bit of a sinkhole over here. So basically I'm just gonna get a hot air gun and we're just gonna basically just blow it over the top for a few seconds just so it melts again and then it resettles. You can also use a hair blow dryer, but then this will basically give you a nice smooth finish. So now we're just gonna let that sit for another 20 minutes or so until the top is all dry.